And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you baseball on a rainy night. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
Your Pittsburgh Pirates.
Just about set to go, and today's starter, Paul Skeens. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
That one finds the zone, and the count's even at 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Pitch misses there, and the count's full.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went right after him there, singing, no messing around.
3 pitches right there, 3 really good fastballs in that at bat, but what stood out is all of them in a different part of the zone. He started them away. You look out over the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it, and then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity, caught the top part of that strike zone. That's a great example of how you mix your locations. Just as important as mixing speeds.
And there's a ball.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, shortstop, Otto Lopez.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 down.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
And now here is Liam Hicks. That one at triple digits. Sanchez off of first with 2 away. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Pitch misses. 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
So runner at second, 2 down. Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss. Schemes with the punch out. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, and on the mound in this one, Ronnie Enriquez. What do you look for here?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So we're taking the mound. This is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 and 2 is the count.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, designated hitter.
Here's McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen.
That one's in there. That's strike 2. Ground ball could be 2. Here's Lopez for 1. And that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds here. This one in the air center field. Myers settles under this one. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now the center fielder, Dane Myers. And a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
That's hard hit on the line. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here's the Marlins DH, Heriberto Hernandez.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 3-1.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Myers, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. Cut out and missed, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by.
Ground ball left side. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Back to the top of the lineup. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. And a 1-1. And strike 2. That's down and in. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. Goes down looking. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Marlins 3 and the Pirates nothing. We head to the bottom of the second. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez.
Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Henry Davis getting ready to hit. They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away. Right side, hard hit. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Alexander Canario.
Now it's Alexander Canario. And the slider just misses. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers under it. Makes the catch. That is the inning. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
That's off the mark. And now 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
For the Marlins, shortstop
Otto Lopez will hit next. Smoked into left, base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Liam Hicks.
Ball.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
just missed. Activity in the bullpen.
3-1.
Andrew Heaney preparing to come on if needed. Bednar, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Next offering is fouled back. Triple digits on that last pitch. And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 2-2 now.
You got a full count.
Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two on, one out. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief, because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
The 1-1. Fought off foul. And that one is inside. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people.
You might even. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. And that is that. So they strand a pair. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 3 and the Pirates nothing. Back here at PNC Park. Now it's going to be Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Here.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that's downstairs and outside. To the right side, Wagaman. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
First baseman, Jared Triolo.
And now it's going to be Jared Triolo. One out, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
Shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
So the Pirates batting order turns over, and here is O'Neal Cruz. Triolo off of first with 2 away. Next pitch
2-2.
misses way outside. And that one
That's
missing
the ball.
inside, a sharp slider.
Great
Counted
RBI
full.
spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Out number 3. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in Pittsburgh,
Leading off for
on to the
Miami,
4th. And
center
now for the
fielder,
Marlins,
Dane
Dane Myers. Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
Just
Nope, ball.
missed. And now a full count.
Full count.
That's a good at
Ball
bat
4,
right
take
there.
your
He was
base.
down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Very close off the
Now
outside
batting,
corner. Could have easily been
designated
called a
hitter,
strike in that
Heriberto
location.
Hernandez.
Heriberto Hernandez now at the plate. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by
One ball,
and
2 strikes.
elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Popped up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point,
Runner on the go. Squirts away a little bit. No throw.
balls,
He's
2
in there
strikes.
safely. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch
count.
just misses. Counts full, 3-2.
good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Marlins 3 and the Pirates nothing. Bottom of the inning. To the
Leading
plate
off
now
the
for
Pirates,
Pittsburgh is the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen.
And a foul ball. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just
Up
kind of a
next for the
slow death. With
Pirates,
2 strikes, you're
right
looking to
fielder,
protect. And
Ryan
halfway to the plate, you know you've committed. And you
Reynolds.
know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Ripped to short. Zips it across. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, bases empty. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Out towards right center field, Myers. And he makes the catch. And that is that.
Now pitching.
New pitcher
for the
now,
Pirates,
Andrew Heaney. He pitched
Number
yesterday,
0.
and we'll see him once again.
Andrew Heaney.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5,
Leading
John
off for
Shelby
the
with Chris
Marlins,
Singleton.
right fielder,
And leading it off,
Jesus
Jesus Sanchez. That one finds the zone. 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So digging in,
Now
Otto
batting,
Lopez.
shortstop, Otto Lopez.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Slice to right, and that's a base hit.
Back against the
Up
wall
next
with
for
2
the
strikes,
Marlins,
but found a
catcher,
way. Showed a
Liam
willingness
Hicks.
to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That one
2-2.
not close. 2-2. Lopez leads off first with 1 away. Line drive and a base hit right there. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby, the next to hit.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Got him swinging. 2 out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there.
Now
Just a low
that's
90s
number
fastball, and I'm not
33.
sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. He found a way to just get it by him.
Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. That one down the line and foul ball. Got him swinging. Marlins strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Henry Davis. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his third of the game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Alexander Canario digs in now. That one the other way. Snags it for the second out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 outs, base is empty. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Swings through that.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Sanchez ranging after it. And the inning is over. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Marlins 3 and the Pirates nothing. Back here at PNC Park, here's the center fielder, Dane Myers. Swing and a ground ball. Gonzalez. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Heriberto
Stepping in,
Hernandez.
Heriberto Hernandez. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. That one missed. This one in the air. Heaney hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, base is empty. Javier Sanoja getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing across here this half. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Marlins 3 and the Pirates nothing. Jansen Junk gets the ball now.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo.
First baseman, Jared Triolo.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's in the
2
dirt.
and 2.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Calvin Fauché getting ready to go. Veneziano getting loose as well. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Let's go, Pirates. All right, Pittsburgh. Let's go, Pittsburgh.
This one in the air right field. Sanchez on the run. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Out to short, Lopez. Tosses to first. That takes care of Kiner-Falefa.
Now batting, center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Up next for the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 3 and the Pirates nothing.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Caleb Ferguson.
64.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. And there's the ball.
You know, these Marlins really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage, so it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air out to center. And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Here goes the runner. That one fouled off. 2-2. Edwards on at first. Nobody out. And it remains 2-2. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw safe.
Now batting, shortstop, Otto Lopez.
And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
1 out and a runner at second. The shortstop takes the ball. Man at second. In the air, right field. Reynolds makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Liam Hicks.
And here's the catcher, Liam Hicks. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Two outs. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
To third. Hayes to first, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Marlins 3 and the Pirates nothing. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. The Pirates in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 away.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Base is empty, 1 away. Near the bottom of the 7th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. And delivers outside. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Nick Gonzalez. Check swing, called strike. This ball's chopped on the ground. Norby whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 3 and the Pirates nothing. Mike Burrows on to pitch here. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Now pitching for the Pirates.
Now the third baseman, Connor
Number
Norby.
50, Mike Burrows.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Barucki up and throwing. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, number 33.
And now the first baseman, Eric Wagaman. That one missed. The 2-1. Runner takes off in the air to left center. Cruz on the move. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, center fielder Dane Myers.
So up next, Dane Myers. Norby at first, one gone. On the ground, right side,
foul.
and it goes just foul. That one kicks away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position.
Now batting, the designated hitter Heriberto Hernandez.
And next is the designated hitter, Heriberto Hernandez. Man on second, 2 down.
That's 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. Coming home, he'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Now batting, left fielder
Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. That's out to center field, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman Xavier Edwards.
And now Xavier Edwards. Two on, 2 outs. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1
Tough
strike.
spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jackson Alez.
Now pitching
And
for
this is the
Miami.
best way to make your major league
Number
debut.
34.
No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here
Leading
without
off
any
to the
added pressure
Pirates.
with traffic on the
Catcher,
bases.
Henry
Here's the catcher,
Davis.
Henry Davis. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder Alexander
Canario, the next Pirate to hit. The 2-1. On the inside corner for a strike. Miami's bullpen with some action. Cal Quantrill, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Weathers warming up as well. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. The Marlins leading by 4 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
2 down, nobody on. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Hit on the ground to short. Lopez. Over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They're down 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th. Leading off, Jesus Sanchez. Not even close there. And that's ball 2. Action in the pen down there. David Bednar loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Number 47 getting cranked up as well. Right through there for a strike.
2-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's to third. Tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top of the 9th. And it remains 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that one is off the wall. Lopez headed for third. The relay throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Clearly see the ball very well in this one. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
One down, runner at third. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. And he swings through that one.
1-2, count.
Lopez takes his lead at third with 1 away. In the air out towards right center. Reynolds gets under it. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Oh, he botches it.
Now batting, third baseman, Connor Norby.
2 outs, base is empty. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. That one off the mark, outside. And a count 2-1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
No, that's out.
Draws the walk there.
Base, ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
2 outs. Strike 2.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Into center and a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Dane Myers.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Mike Burrows will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
A new arm
for
into the
Pirates.
game. The righty, number 47.
Number 47.
This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now, Dane Myers. And a base hit into right center field. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. And he'll pull into second safely.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And the batter now, Heriberto Hernandez. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Two outs, 2 in scoring position. Line drive, base hit, 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and it's an 8-run lead.
Now batting, left fielder, Javier Sanoja.
And now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Cruz makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Marlins 8 and the Pirates nothing. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Sanoja puts it away, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop,
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the next Pirate to hit. The Fish up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. On the ground to third, Norby. On to first. That takes care of Kiner-Falefa.
Now batting, center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
So it's their last chance in this one. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's down and in. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that's just foul. This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.